Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, Ask Jimmy Smith. Today, we'll be discussing the best Amazon FBA arbitrage sourcing routine for beginners to hit $10,000 per month as fast as possible if you're able to follow this routine. Now, if you're new to the world of Amazon FBA and you want to grow your business consistently with limited time each day, as I know many people start on Amazon, as I did, as a side hustle, then this is the video for you. Now, before we get started, I am doing a contest on this video for one lucky winner. I have been doing this recently and I'm going to continue to do more of this. If you want to be entered to win a copy of my Amazon best-selling book, Side Hustle to Full-Time Income, plus the free course and audiobook that comes with it, all you got to do is drop a comment below on today's video and make sure that you hit the notification bell because you want to tune into the next video to see if you won, since I'll put the winner into the next video. Just like this one, I typically will put it into the middle of the video, and so I want to make sure that you don't miss that. If you are the winner, it will be in the next video. Now, let's jump right into the ultimate sourcing routine for new sellers to hit $10,000 per month. First, let's talk about the 30 replans in 30 days challenge. Now, this challenge is designed to help you find 30 replenishable items or replans in 30 days. I recommend this challenge for new sellers to kickstart their Amazon FBA journey, and I actually do discuss it in my book as well as in my course. So this is something that I've seen tons of successful students go through. They get started, they have a good plan, and that's what I want to talk about today. So to hit the $10,000 per month goal, you'll actually need an average of 67 replans that have an average of a $15 selling price point and 10 sales per month, again on average, per ASIN. So some ASINs might sell only 2 units per month, while others could sell 50 for all I know. But the average price point that you need to be at is $10 or $15, and the average amount of sales per ASIN is 10. Now, again, some of them may be duds, but if you can get those averages to be correct or at those levels, then all you need is 67 replans selling at those points to be able to hit $10,000 in sales per month. Now, if the price point, the selling price increases, the number of required replans decreases, right? If you're selling things that are $20 on average, well, then you don't need as many replans to hit your $10,000 per month goal. And if you are finding things that are selling 20 or 30 times on average, well, again, you won't need as many replans because you'll be able to have the revenue generating that will get you to that goal. Now, the power, though, of this challenge is that all you have to do is find one new ASIN per day. And if you're hitting those averages that I just mentioned, you should have the right inventory to be able to hit $10,000 per month after a few months of sending in enough inventory. So just remember, if you find 2 replans a day or even 4 instead of just the 1, then you can really skyrocket your Amazon growth as long as the inventory is good and as long as it's profitable. Now, those are key points. And I know you're like, well, where's all the profitable and good inventory? Totally understand it. I've made a ton of videos on this channel, over 200 at this point on my YouTube channel. You can check out a ton of different sourcing videos here. Now, here's the daily routine that you can follow to make sure that you're consistently finding inventory and doing the things to grow your business. And so I've broken it down into a few steps. The very first step is sourcing. I recommend, since you're trying to find 1 replan per day to hit the 30 in 30 days, it's spending 1 hour per day to sourcing products either online or in stores, because that should yield you at least 1 new replan in that hour. Now, I am saying this to new sellers. I've actually found dozens an hour before, so this can actually really help you. Maybe you spend one day and you realize, oh wow, in this hour I've found 10 new replans. Well, don't just stop finding things for the next 10 days, but you can use that momentum to grow your ASINs. There will be some days you might find 0, but if you on average are spending an hour per day, you should be finding about, at a minimum, 1 replan per day to hit that goal. Now, if you don't have an hour per day, you're going to have a difficult time with many different businesses. You probably need to look at some of my other videos on prioritizing time, etc. But ultimately, 1 hour per day is my suggested minimum for doing this. If you'd rather spend 2 or 3 hours on a few different days, you can do that as well. But then naturally, you're going to need to find 2 or 3 replans on those days. You just want to average 1 replan per hour that you're spending on this. Now, you can find full price discounts or sales that can offer you a higher profit margin, but ultimately you want items that you can restock. And finding full price items helps you with that the most. There are tons of videos on this channel, as I mentioned before, for the best sourcing methods and how to do it profitably. Now, the second piece to this routine is actually shipping and inventory management. This is something that is just a necessary evil, so to speak. Once you buy the inventory, you have to send it to Amazon. And so I recommend doing this 2 hours for every 3 days. So if you can work this into your schedule, spending 2 hours every 3 days will get you consistent shipments. But the issue then is sometimes people don't have those 2 hours every 3 days. If you want to do it once per week, that's totally fine. With all the inventory that you're finding using this 30 days challenge, then you may have to take about 4 or 5 hours to do a shipment because it'll be a little bit of a bigger shipment. But just remember that consistency is key. You want to stick to this routine and you're going to see results much, much faster. And then the third piece to this routine is ask questions to a community. You can use my YouTube channel, but not many other people besides myself comment back. This is something I recommend doing 15 minutes per day. It can be tricky though with social media being so addictive for people. So you just want to make sure to limit it to 15 minutes per day if possible. And you want to be sure that you're asking questions to a community of like-minded sellers that are all growing in similar business models, because this can help you to ultimately buy the right products and motivate you if you're ever feeling stuck. Maybe you've had a few days where you didn't find anything and you just need some motivation. Go into a community, ask for some motivation, some help, and get going again. Now, I recommend joining a free Facebook group that I've been a part of since 2015. Currently has over 70,000 members, and the link to join is at bit.ly/MST group. It's from my silent team. That link is below and in the description. It is the most active and friendly group that I've ever been in, and I sometimes get to get in there and help answer questions from time to time. So the link is below and in the description as well. That is my personal recommendation for where you should go to ask questions for other replan sellers that are going through a lot of these similar processes also. Now, it is essential to track your progress as you work through the 30 replans in 30 days challenge. So I wanted to give you some tips to help you stay on track. First, you want to set some weekly goals. So break down your overall goal of 67 replans or whatever you set it to be. You could make it 90 or 100 or whatever. Break it down into smaller, achievable weekly or daily targets. That's why I like 30 replans in 30 days, because you can say, I want to find one new product per day. So spend the time to do that. But if you want to find 60 replans in 30 days, then say you want to find 2 every day or 14 a week on average, right? So that's what you want to do, is break it down into smaller targets. And the second thing that you want to do is monitor your inventory. So keep an eye on your inventory levels and adjust your sourcing accordingly. So as things sell well, you can use a software like replendashboard.com to help you know how many and when to replenish your inventory so you can scale properly. It is a software that I did create, so I'm a little bit biased, but I've seen tons of success stories from people that have used it, and I personally use it in my own business, obviously. And it's also free for new sellers for your first 500 orders on Amazon. So for somebody that's selling 5 or 10 units a week, that's going to take a long time to get through that free trial. We did it so that new sellers could come in and that they could get used to the software program, see that it can help them grow their business. And we designed it so that you don't have to pay for the tool until you have hit over 500 orders in your Amazon account at this point. That may change in the future. We may reduce it or whatever. But if you are someone that's selling a bunch of items, 30 days is the next cutoff. So whichever takes longer, 30 days or 500 orders in your account. Now, the third thing that you want to do is to review your profit margins consistently. Make sure that you're buying the right inventory, that the items that you purchase are selling profitably. You don't want to get 3 months in and realize all your items that you bought were no good. The fourth thing is to adjust your strategy. So if you notice that certain products or niches aren't performing as expected, pivot and try a different approach. Try some other sourcing methods that I teach on this channel for free. Alternatively, if you see products that are selling well or from certain stores that you buy from, then go back and find more of those brands or shop more products from that particular store. Now, once you've successfully completed the 30 replans in 30 days challenge and you're consistently hitting your $10,000 per month month target, it is time to scale your business. That is one thing that I go through quite heavily in this book, Side Hustle to Full-Time Income, from $0 to $100,000 per month. And we've got almost 200 reviews on Amazon at the time of this recording, tons of great successes from that. But here are some tips on how to scale your business from 10K and up for anybody that just wants to look into your future, so to speak, of what you can expect once you're hitting these 10K per month goals. One, you want to expand your product range quite a lot. Research new niches, research new products so that you can scale. Remember that the approach with replenishable products, and specifically arbitrage, is an inch deep and mile wide approach. You want to have very little amounts in the items that you are testing. You want to have a ton of different items so that you can ultimately safeguard your business more and more. Just in case one product tanks, you have 100 other ones that are still selling well, right? That's what the second piece is. You want to leverage Amazon pay-per-click. Utilize their platform to increase ultimately your product visibility and drive more sales. You may think that's a little weird for arbitrage, but I have done a whole video on setting up 5-cent ads for your Amazon replenishable products for arbitrage sellers. And you can find that on my channel if you're interested in how to do it. It's very step-by-step, super simple to do. And again, it's 5-cent ads. And I think that it helps a little bit, at least, for getting some more sales velocity on your arbitrage. Now, the third thing is that you want to network with your suppliers. Establish relationships with your suppliers and your store managers if you're doing retail arbitrage, so that you can negotiate better deals and bigger orders. Again, this is as you're growing and scaling. You can come back and look at a couple of these things. Maybe I should have made this a whole separate video, but ultimately that is something that you can do. If you're working with store managers, you can negotiate deals and sometimes get much bigger orders and help them out. I've actually talked about that in other videos also. And then number 4, outsource tasks. So as your business is growing, you don't want to do this early on because you are still learning and getting used to your own processes. But as your business grows, consider outsourcing time-consuming tasks like customer service, inventory management, etc., to focus on expanding your product range and sourcing strategies. You can outsource prep and ship, whether it's with a prep and ship company or local teams. You can outsource your sourcing, however it is that makes the most sense for your business. But ultimately, as you're growing, you want to start outsourcing different tasks in your business. And then number 5, reinvest into your business. It's a huge recommendation of mine. Set aside some money that you're willing to put into your business to start, and then start reinvesting your profits to scale your inventory, improve your tools, expand your market, etc., expand your employees or your independent contractors or virtual assistants. As much as possible, reinvest into your business. And then if you can delay that gratification of taking some profits from your business, the longer that you can do that, then the more profits there will be for you to take in the future if you can continue to roll it back into your business and grow. So in conclusion, the key to successfully hitting the $10,000 per month mark with Amazon FBA arbitrage is to follow a consistent daily routine and remain committed to your goals. By completing the 30 replans in 30 days challenge and sticking to the daily routine I've outlined, you're going to be much better and well on your way to building a thriving Amazon FBA business, as I've seen thousands of other people do. Now, remember, it does take time and patience to see results, so you might have some difficult days. That's why the community is so important that I mentioned earlier. But with dedication and persistence, you can achieve your goals and so much more than you ever thought possible, as I have personally seen in my own business and life. As long as you're consistent with the process, you will see results if you're buying the right inventory. Now, don't forget that if you want to win a free copy of my book, Side Hustle to Full-Time Income, then drop a comment down below and tune into the next video to see if you are the lucky winner. Let me know your thoughts, questions, experiences in the comments, whatever it is that you want to put down there, as long as it's nice, put it in the comments and it'll be entered into the contest. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the Ask Jimmy Smith channel for more Amazon FBA tips, side hustles, artificial intelligence videos, and business building strategies. It's all revolving around business and side hustles, so that is what you can expect from this channel. I hope that this video helped you and blessed you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week.